All right, guys, so I'm here in the center of London, and we're here for the Usyk versus Fury Part 2 press conference, and it's gonna be a huge night of boxing on December 21st. You can catch it all on DAZN, but I'm actually a little bit more fascinated with this undercard, particularly one gentleman, a 19-year-old Moses Itauma.
What a shot!
Itauma!
But I gotta fill you in on something. Media days are awful. It's just guy that looks like me next to guy that looks like me asking the same exact question. So I'm gonna take Moses out here on the street and we're gonna see what makes this guy tick.
So it's not about the size, it's about how you use it. Pause.
Yeah. Stick with me, let's go. All right, so I appreciate you coming out here. How are you doing with the distractions of being a professional boxer, but also having to go through this car wash and talking with idiots like me, just because you have so much buzz around you?
Personally, me, I don't really mind it. Like, when I'm not training, I've got nothing to do anyway, so a bit of media don't hurt.
19-year-old kid who doesn't have much to do.
Man.
19-year-old man, by the way. That's the first time he's corrected me. I don't think it's gonna be the last. And just for reference, I have ties that are older than this kid. But no, but talk to me about it. So then what have you given up in your development to become a heavyweight contender?
To be fair, I kind of made them sacrifices early in my childhood. Like everyone, when they wanted to go out party and like, do X, Y, Z, I kind of just said, no, I'm all right, I'm gonna hit the gym.
We spoke briefly on the walk over here about maybe one day fighting in Madison Square Garden, going to Vegas. You've obviously been to Saudi. This is gonna be your second trip out there, right?
Yep.
What is the dream?
Listen, if I can see myself selling at Madison Square Garden, then I'll be able to do it. If I can see myself selling out the arenas in Saudi or wherever, then I'll do it. But like, I've never kind of really grew up trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the States and fight in Las Vegas and New York. And I've always wanted to sell out places here, like in London. I wanted always to be like, oh yeah, I wanna sell out Wembley, I wanna sell out Tottenham and all them type of places. I never really thought about going to the States.
You have a demeanor that's not 19 years old, but how do you kind of keep so even-keeled?
I've been boxing since I was 9 years old, so I've been boxing like 10 years. My brother used to wake me up 4 a.m. to go for running before school. That's kind of always stuck with me. I never like, even like now when I wake up, it's like, it's not even in my nature to click the snooze button or anything. It's just straight up, let's get to work. It's like even when people are asking about like, oh, do you ever think about losing? Like, it's never really been on my radar. Like, I always go into a fight thinking I'm gonna win. It's just, how am I gonna win? That's the question.
That's the cheat code too, because as you get older and the knees start hurting, you're not gonna want to get out of bed. So you got a 19-year-old. I think the other cheat code is too that you're a southpaw. I'm a southpaw myself, so as a big southpaw, do you think it gives you some sort of competitive advantage? Honestly, like when you run into these guys that you see, is it something that you use to your advantage?
I feel like that probably did play a part in my career, in my development, because I got to spar the likes of Dubois, the likes of Joshua's, the likes of Fury's, because I'm a southpaw.
Right.
It's like they need a southpaw, and there's not a lot of southpaws about, and obviously I'm one of the best southpaws in the world, so that's the person that they come and ask.
So I'll say a couple of years ago, heavyweight division was the land of the giants.
Yep.
Everybody's 6'7", 6'9", and then the worm turned when Usyk beat Fury. It seems like you're almost perfectly crafted for this now, because you're not one of these giants. So you have a little bit more speed, like you said, with the advantage of being southpaw. Where do you see yourself?
It's not about what you got, what attributes you got. It's about how you use them. If you look at Hamza Shiraz, he's very, very tall, very wiry. But if he didn't know how to use that height, it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
So it's not about the size, it's about how you use it. Pause.
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about this card. Let's talk about Fury and Usyk. What are you learning from them? What do you see from these guys? You're spoiled.
Honestly.
I mean, you get to be around the best in the world, right? You're on cards with the best.
I'll put myself in this position though.
Okay, and I'll tell you what, the way he comes back at me every time I try to give him a little bit of dig, this guy's a champion. But I'm saying to have the benefit of being around the best of the best, how does that affect you just about every day?
Listen, I'm not no lucky child. I'm not no like golden goose or nothing. Like, they're not like, oh, we love Moses Itauma, let's stick him on the camps. It's like, no, it's Moses Itauma as good as what he does. Let's use him for this, let's use him for that. You say I'm spoiled, but at the same time, it's like you're not spoiled if you earn it.
Yes.
Listen, when Tyson or Usyk talk, obviously they've been there, done that, and Joshua also.
Yeah.
When they talk, I listen because it's like I can learn more from 100%. They've done what I want to do.
Well, when does Moses Itauma just say, you know what, I'm going to take a little bit of time off for myself?
Once I won the world title.
Okay.
From my last fight, I took a bit of time out of boxing, and wherever I'm on the holiday, whatever I'm doing, I'm like, I actually need this. I need this.
All right, so then I noticed when we were at the press conference yesterday, your opponent is pretty game. This isn't one of those like walk-over bouts.
I said to him in the press conference yesterday, you're supposed to feel like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight you if you want to come over and roll over. Listen, I want to be in the fight, and I feel like it's about time that fans see me in the fight.
And then your management, so with Frank and stuff, how quick are they to try to push you up the ranks? Because it's important that, you know what I mean, like we keep you in line.
Listen, I fought Masenchev, I fought Wack, I'm fighting Dempsey McKean. When I get rid of Dempsey McKean, what's
Then we'll
next?
Figure it out. Yeah.
What's next? After I beat Dempsey McKean, the world's my oyster. Because the thing is, it's like, as of right now, to them top fighters, I'm a high risk, low reward type fight. So if I could just get rid of the middlemen, as you say, then I can push on to them rankings.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you do on the 21st, and I can't wait to see what the future brings to you, because I feel like I'm speaking to your future undisputed champion. Very impressive. I wish you nothing but the best of luck, my friend.
Thank you very much.
And now I'm going to put you back in a room with 50 guys who look exactly like me, who are going to ask you the same exact questions for the next 6 hours. I hope you enjoy the out of that.